What if the secret to getting more done is actually to do less? In today's video, I'm going to teach you some ways that you can open up to that pause and really tap into divine aligned guidance. So if you're a high achiever or a generator like me, you probably have a lot of goals, a lot of things you want to accomplish, a big mission on your heart, and you probably find that hustle culture appealing because you do have such big plans, so many things you want to get done. Now, I wanted to come on today because I think what I see happening with a lot of clients, a lot of friends, a lot of my fellow generators is we are getting burnt out. We are showing up so much for other people, more so than ever. Even back when I wrote Boundaries and Bucket Filling, I didn't find the energy this heavy. And what I'm really getting from divine guidance is that we're giving and trying to hold space for a world that is really in chaos and changing and sort of turning into the goo of a butterfly. And we need to just allow that and to take care of ourselves. So this was my guidance for this upcoming month of May, a time when the flowers start to bloom, the trees are nice and green, spring is in full force, and really showing us the power of surrendering and allowing new beginnings to take shape and to take place where old things once were. But the key word in that sentence is allow. And this is where the hustle culture has it wrong. And I am here to try and teach generators and high achievers and people like myself who find themselves stuck in people pleasing, in achievement addiction, in equating, accolades with love, followers with fulfillment, really reframing that and looking at what matters most. Now, I stumble over this because it is a tricky concept. It's one of those things where trying to explain it to people how rest can actually be more beneficial, their brains don't comprehend. We live in a culture that feeds off of telling you you're not enough, or you need to do this, or why aren't you doing this, or make sure you use this new prompt, or this new slide, or make sure you're posting every day, but don't post every other day, right? Like there's so many rules and pressure from the outside. It's no wonder we're getting burnt out. And we also have access to more information than ever. So one of the things I want to talk about is the benefit of slowing down, because I've talked a little bit about rest on this channel before. You can read a lot about that in a lot of my books, particularly book number 3, Boundaries and Bucket Filling. But today I want you to recognize the times when you have been sitting on the toilet and had a genius idea. Now, you might laugh, and I'm just pausing for laughter because whenever I tell friends this, they go, oh yeah, that's true. Like I've been in the shower or I've been sitting on the toilet and I get this solution to a problem that I've been pondering about, or ideas for how to finally get at that one target or goal that I've been setting but haven't really figured out how to break through. And the reason you get this idea, this inspiration, is because you've relaxed. You've allowed. You've literally gone to the washroom or stepped into the shower and you've surrendered. Oh, you've opened your energy up and the universe is like, yes, finally. The angels are like, you're listening. Here's the idea you've been looking for. And it's like a lightning strike. So it's a small, simple example, but it's one I often use with clients because the more you can actually carve out time for you, the more solutions you're going to get, the more clarity you're going to get, the more dialed in on your values and what matters most to you, you are going to get. This is how we figure out what in human design they call the generator sacral yes. Now, this is just that big yes, oh my gosh, or that curiosity that sparks you, that makes you feel alive, that really lights up that generator energy that has you active and wanting to have all these dreams and visions and goals. And the best way that I teach to do that is by going inward, tapping into your intuition. You can also do this externally and looking for signs, but it's going to do the same thing where it's going to reflect to you an energy that feels good inside. That's what it always comes back to. So, feeling good inside, what does that look like for you? What are some healthy ways that you can rest that are actually really productive? One of the ones that I always do is journaling. Because as I said, the more aware you are, the better off you are. I think it's one of those things in society where we tend to be distracting, looking at other people or scrolling or comparison. It's a very common thing in this day and age, but the more we can actually look inward at, what are we feeling? Why are we feeling so stuck? Or why does this feel like we're spinning our wheels? Oh, are we responding? We're not responding. We're trying to problem solve. Okay, maybe I can just take a minute here, have a hot bath, go and meditate, do some yoga, maybe go for a run, find a way that you can kind of quiet the busy brain. So I want to be clear, rest isn't always sitting, doing nothing, sleeping, napping. Those are wonderful options, hot baths, things like that. But it can also just be giving your brain a rest. Finding something where you get in the flow. Maybe it's creating music. Like I said before, some people go for runs or they get out into nature. They take their dogs for a walk. What are some of those things that you can do? Let me know in the comments, because I think the more we share this, the better. As I said, there are suggestions at the back of boundaries and bucket filling. But for today, let me know what comes to mind, because if it pops into your brain or you get the idea over the next couple days, come back here, let me know. That is divine guidance at its finest. And it's asking you to pull back from that hustle culture before you get sick, you get run down. How many people have been there? I know I have very recently. You have to honor the sacred vessel that carries that untapped energy that you can then utilize to magnetize more of what it is you desire. That's your guidance for today. Have a wonderful, wonderful month ahead. We'll talk to you all soon. If you're interested in my live events, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. I am doing a live event this May in Medicine Hat. It will have an online component eventually, but hit me up in the comments below. We'll talk to you guys soon.